The Singapore People's Party unveiled its General Election 2025 manifesto on 19 April 2025, with a strong focus on economic justice, democratic reforms, and support for vulnerable communities. With the slogan, "It is time," the 16-page manifesto outlines 40 policy proposals grouped under 9 key themes. Secretary-General Steve Chia, who led the launch, stressed the urgency for policy change, stating, "It's really time to take charge of a lot of the policies and proposals that SPP is going to propose. If we are elected in this election." The manifesto proposes the introduction of a living wage and a minimum wage policy aimed at ensuring basic dignity for low-income families. A specific figure of 1,500 Singapore dollars monthly was suggested for a living wage, alongside tax reliefs and CDC vouchers for lower-income Singaporeans and higher income tax for the top 2%. On public housing, SPP called for lowering the minimum eligibility age for singles to buy HDB flats to 30 years and piloting a 5-year relaxation of ethnic quotas in HDB estates. The party also suggested that families with 2 or more children receive greater housing grants, while those with 3 or more children should be allowed to buy private property without additional buyer's stamp duty. SPP also proposed that national service be shortened to 18 months, with allowances raised to 80% of regular pay. In terms of governance, the manifesto recommends enacting a Freedom of Information Act, easing defamation laws, and setting fixed general election dates. The party also wants to remove the Electoral Boundaries Review Committee from the Prime Minister's office and establish an independent elections commission. A notable political reform proposal involves amending the constitution to allow proportional representation of smaller opposition parties in parliament, thereby enabling more diverse voices in national discourse. SPP also addressed job security, proposing that guidelines from the Tripartite Alliance for Fair and Progressive Employment Practices be legally enforced. The party supports higher local hiring quotas, revised salary benchmarks, and a review of the CECA agreement with India. On healthcare, the party's manifesto promises expanded access to mental health care, including 5 days of unpaid mental health leave and increased withdrawal limits from Medisave for preventive and mental health treatments. Additional commitments include raising travel subsidies for low-income families and the elderly, fully electrifying public buses by 2033, and improving MRT reliability through increased investment in infrastructure. The SPP also introduced 5 potential candidates for the Potong Pasir single-member constituency and Bishan Toa Payoh group representation constituency. These are Steve Chia, Party Chairman Melvin Chew, Operations Executive Mohammed Noor Hakim, and self-employed individuals Williamson Lee and Lim Rui Xian. This will mark Chia's 6th general election, having previously served as a non-constituency member of parliament from 2001 to 2006. Lim joined the SPP in March after years of volunteering with the National Solidarity Party and was seen at a walkabout with the Coalition, a political alliance formed in 2023. The coalition initially brought together the NSP, SPP, Red Dot United, and the Singapore United Party to enhance opposition unity. However, RDU withdrew earlier this month over disagreements with NSP's potential 3-cornered fight in Sembawang, GRC. Asked about Lim's transition from NSP to SPP, Chew clarified that the parties remain under the same coalition umbrella, aimed at fielding the most effective team for various constituencies. Lim stated that he was drawn to SPP's constructive stance, saying, "They don't just oppose for the sake of opposing. They have a good structure for how to improve policy in Singapore." Following the launch event, party members handed out physical copies of the manifesto at Toa Payoh Lorong 8 Market and Hawker Centre, engaging residents and discussing key issues. The SPP secured 32.77% of votes in Bishan Toa Payoh GRC and 39.23% in Potong Pasir SMC during the 2020 general election. Despite not winning seats, the party aims to build on that foundation in 2025. The manifesto closes with a call to action. It is time to act. Your vote can shift the balance of power in the parliament.